Hello and welcome to this channel about cryptocurrency education. Today we're taking a look at the most recent price value increase across the cryptocurrency market. I mean, we can see it on CoinMarketCap. There's pretty much green everywhere. And even though there has been a slight consolidation, we can see a positive trend at the moment. Everything is green, or at least most of it. However, in the last 24 hours, there have been some slight consolidations again after Bitcoin was temporarily even over $40,000. Now, I make this video just to make sure that you remain a bit cautious and careful when investing after such a price increase, because we've seen a period now where everything was sort of moving sideways for a while, and Bitcoin was at 30,000. ADA was temporarily at around $1, even though it didn't drop below $1, but it was around $1. Now we could see from that, we could see a 30% increase. So when I make this video here, we can see an ADA price of $1.25, and we can see that in the last 24 hours there was a consolidation after that price increase here. Now it's always, when you see, I think we had something like a 20 to 25% price increase over 24 or 48 hours, and that was just way too fast. I mean, people already, like a few weeks ago, people started to, or were talking about Bitcoin going down to maybe $10,000. The news very negative. People talked about Cardano dropping to 50 cents, and I was one of them. I believe that could happen. I believe that can still happen. The thing is, in the crypto market and in financial markets in general, you never know what is going to happen next. So really everything is possible. It's just everything is a matter of probabilities and different scenarios. Now at the moment, Bitcoin is at 38,000. That increase from around 30,000 was quite a lot in a very short period of time. However, looking at the, zooming back a little bit, we can actually see that we are still in a downtrend, unfortunately. This is the Cardano price, currently priced at 125. We can see that particular, I'll zoom in a little bit, but that particular candle here that actually tried to shoot above. So we had a situation where the price was temporarily above the 50-day moving average, which shows actually that potentially we could see that there was an attempt to reverse that negative downtrend here of the 50-day moving average. However, the candle didn't close at that level, so we didn't really close above that 50-day moving average, unfortunately. And zooming back again, I don't know if I can do that here easily. Zooming back slightly, we can actually see that most recent price increase wasn't actually that substantial. It was quite good in a short period of time, but we saw that before here in June, and to be honest, since then as well, there was another downtrend, here in the period of the 5th of July down to the 20th of July. So there was a nice price increase again. The problem is that if you see such short or such significant price increases in such a short period of time, people who actually took the chance and bought at around $1 here. So, and I did that, and I told you that in one video. I'm sure you did that as well, or many of you. People cash out at these levels, and not someone like me who continuously adds to his ADA portfolio. I mean, I'm in here for the long term. I'm not interested in trading these 25% increases or 20% increases, because you never know what's going to happen. So assuming I could sell at 125 or 130 now, make a bit of profit, but potentially the price could still go to a new all-time high from now, and I would be really, really annoyed. I think it's more likely it will go down again, but at least in the short term, before we see a new all-time high. But you never know what's going to happen. That's why I'm just in here for the long term. I try to do this as passively as possible. But I just want to remind you, just be cautious, be careful, because if you didn't take the opportunity to buy down here at $1, and then prices go up and you think FOMO kicks in, you think, oh wow, maybe it goes to a new all-time high now and I miss it, you know, if you then buy at 130 and then the price drops further, you could actually lose money if you then panic and everything. But you know, in the grand scheme of things, if you're someone like me who's invested in the long term, you know, in a period of 3 to 5 years or even 10 years, but probably that's too long, but 3 to 5 years, what I see as my personal sort of investment, time frame, at least it doesn't matter if I buy at $1 or 135, it doesn't matter that much. But if you invest for the short term and you even invest to make some profits quickly, then it could be a problem if you just go with your FOMO, just thinking that you miss something, and that's a problem. So I invested in ADA when it was at around $1. Luckily, I grabbed some coins at around $1, which was nice, but then I try to hold them anyway in the long term. But I just want to remind you, if the price goes up in that short period of time that quickly, don't just buy. I mean, there will always be a slight correction or consolidation, and we can actually see that now. I mean, the price was, after this increase here, we saw actually prices of up to 140 again, or 138 or something, and now we're at 125 again. So there's always that slight consolidation or correction again after such an increase. And just zooming back here from May to now, basically, we can see that we are still sort of looking at a downward trend, unfortunately. So we didn't actually see a new higher high, even though that candle here tried to achieve it, but we didn't close above that sort of 142 level that I said is, for me, an important level. So I think, as I said before, we didn't close above, like, the 50-day moving average. So chances are it will now go down again, unfortunately. And as you know, the Ethereum or the Cardano price is actually related to the Bitcoin price, unfortunately, at the moment. I'm sure it will decouple itself from the Bitcoin price at some point in the future. But now, unfortunately, it is. So it's not too important for me personally to take a look at, or technically analyze the ADA price. It's more important to look at the Bitcoin price. But still, it is sort of similar, isn't it? So unfortunately, we can see on ADA here still a downward trend, unless we can see a new higher high, which would be at around, probably at around 145, 150, and then 160 would be something like the next mark. I don't think we've broken that sideways movement. And another, I mentioned that in previous videos, another reason for that, we don't see the volumes yet, still not. So there was a bit of, people changed their minds, it seemed like, in the last few days when this big news came out of Amazon potentially considering Bitcoin payments or Cardano payments. And I think that's still possible, even though I think they've now said they don't. Well, they probably have to say that because it's nothing official yet. But I'm sure they work on it anyway. But people seem to, people were talking about Bitcoin dropping to $10,000, and now people talking about Bitcoin going to new all-time highs potentially. But I think it's too early yet. I don't think we've broken that sort of negative downtrend pattern yet. So be a bit careful when prices go up that quickly. Always wait when you've missed going in at the low price. Don't go in after such a price increase. Just wait. In the grand scheme of things, if you see that wasn't a massive price increase, we're still far away from the all-time high, and I'm sure we'll get there this year. I'm sure we'll even surpass that all-time high. But if you think about investing, it all depends on if you're looking for long-term or not long-term. If you're looking for long-term, it doesn't really matter when you invest, in my opinion. But if you're in there for making a little bit of profit, don't invest after such a price increase, and don't listen to FOMO. Never buy at an all-time high, as well as one other guideline that I follow. But all of this is just purely my opinion, not financial advice. Please always do your own research before investing, and hopefully you liked the video. If you did, then please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.